Okay, we're recording.
All right, great. So you talked about inside the box and outside the box ways that teachers can, think about their practice. And I'm wondering if you could give an example of each of those.
When I talk about inside the box thinking and using time, is thinking about skills one at a time, how they're building, being very targeted and specific, and that is an inside the box. Outside the box is really looking at constructing learning activities that will include different skills, different concepts, a lot together that a student can have multiple access to that understanding and building the understanding at different levels. But it's being creative and really thinking specifically about what they want to have together rather than inside the box, just a very specific sequential things.
Could you tell us a little bit more how that would say? I know it's very seems very explicit, but how does that save you time? Is it because you're attacking a lot of the activities that you would do? If you could just tell us a little bit about
the outside the box and okay.
If teachers or when teachers do this, what does it lead to? How is it more efficient in a way?
If they're building an activity and being creative and including different things, it means that they can be observing different standards being met, different goals that they have, and that is all together, and it really is a lot of different things, and it takes care of, especially with time, of all those things at once in a creative environment for students who are building their learning. Sometimes, though, it has to be very targeted because you're looking for something very specific. And when you use your time to do that, that can be efficient in then moving to the next step, either review, reteach, or moving forward, but also building how you would create the activity. And so you have a baseline and a target through something very specific, and then you know how your creative out-of-the-box piece will then meet the needs of students. Rather than fragmenting that into groups, it becomes an activity where all students are involved at their level.
Great. I think we could just have her do the introduction of herself and her role now.
Okay. Could you do the role first?
Okay.
Define the role and just give us an example, just something very simple the way you just already did.
Do you want the whole introduction? My name is and my role.
I know, because the introduction, I'm going to do a little bit of close-up, a different introduction.
Perfect. Okay. So just talk about your role here at Naylor.
This is where I get nervous. Okay. Okay. See, I lost the plot with the role.
That's okay. You could just say I'm the instructional coach at Naylor, but what that means is I do, or these are some of the ways I support the school.
Okay. I'm the instructional coach at Naylor, and my role includes providing professional development to staff and to go into classrooms through invitation to support teachers where they feel they would like to grow.
Okay, that's good. Can you give us an example of what that would entail? Something that's pretty common.
Okay. So if a teacher would like to try a new strategy, say, for example, they were looking to build inquiry into a science experiment, a science activity, but they're not sure how to approach doing an open question, where you don't give the students a target or questions to answer specifically, that you want to keep it general, and they're not really sure about that. And I would then work with them, discuss what they would like to do, and model that piece say it was showing, for example, I did a lesson and it's the floating golf ball. And so the golf ball floats in the water, and all I do is throw that out to the students. Why would that happen? And they then discuss that, look at that, and nearly always it says there's something in the water. There has to be something in the water. But I haven't told them anything. They have started to move to that in the discussions that they're having. So my then next step would be, well, what should we do? Well, we need to find out what that is. What could it be? And they nearly always say salt or sugar or something that dissolves, because they decide that. And then I have those materials. I then offer those to the students. They decide which ones they want to use. They get together. They then also have to figure out, how am I going to record this? I'm a scientist. They know what a scientist does. And in what way would I be able to tell another scientist how I did this? And how then they come to the conclusion that they did. And the teacher then is a facilitator of the conversations to move them along. But the teacher is also observing. And then at the end, you then bring it together to wrap it up. So just a simple modeling lesson, but showing that you don't have to set up questions for where you think the students want to go. You have an open arena where the students can develop and construct their own learning, but you are a facilitator.
Could you tell us that, unless I'm wrong, as an instructional coach, you're often asked by teachers to model time-saving strategies? Is that something that's correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could you say that to us?
As an instructional coach, I often model for teachers. I also may go in and co-teach, because that is an instructional strategy. I could go in and do observations. Teachers, sometimes they're not always sure what's going on, and they really want an eye on the classroom in regards to what they want me to see. And not an evaluation, but data gathering. And then the conversation after that will be about that data. And then we would discuss what next steps are, because they have a goal. It may be something as simple as, I don't know that I'm really aware of the questions that I'm asking. Can you listen to the questions that I ask? And then I write those down. We then have conversations, because they would like to ask better questions. And so then we have that strategy conversation, and then I observe another time, and we have another conversation.
Okay. And then just one more time, if you can just say it's extra audio. As an instructional coach, I'm often asked by teachers to model time-saving strategies. I'm going to try and use that as an edit or as an audio clip.
Okay. As an instructional coach, I'm often asked to model time-saving strategies.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Anything else, Jennifer, that you wanted to?
You know what?
You know, if you can introduce yourself one
more time. I usually like to get that at the end when they're comfortable. This is who I am. This many years in education. Blah blah blah.
Okay. My name is Diane Vazola. I have been in education for 32 years. I am the instructional coach at NALA.
And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, and then if you could do that one more time. That's perfect.
My name is Diane Vazola. I am the instructional coach at NALA, and I have been in education for 32 years.
That's great.
That's beautiful.
That's good. That's perfect.